Okay, welcome to the slumber party, guys. First of all, ignore the fan because it's very hot and it's hot, so please. I know you couldn't make it, so FaceTime is better, okay? You can pick one of my stuffed animals. I'm gonna have him, so you can have Cookie Monster. There you go, so you have someone to support you. I just wanna give a little bit of tea, like, what's tea? Do I have any tea? I might have some tea. A girl has been trying to keep her head on her shoulders, honestly, because there's so much going on in general, like in the world and in life in general, and just like in life. One of the things I've been trying to do mostly is regulate my nervous system. Like, I've been reading this book, Attachment Styles, and I have, okay, so one is not in this book. There's one that's not, sorry, I had to make sure focused. But there's one that's not in this book, and it's called Disorganized Attachment. And that's both anxious and avoidant attachment together. And when I was reading the book, well, I'm still reading it. I'm almost done. Well, no, I'm not. I'm halfway through the book. But I'm reading it, and I'm like, okay, well, I feel like I have a little bit of both. Like, I get anxious, and then sometimes I get avoidant. Like, it's just weird. It really depends on the situation and what's happening. I have a tendency to, like, let's say somebody's too close, or they're getting too close to me. I'm scared of getting hurt, so I'm going to avoid you. I'm going to run away because it's easier than dealing with the feeling of getting hurt or trying to figure out why I feel like that in the first place. So, yeah, and then I get anxious when there's like let's say there's not enough closeness. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Like, what's going on? Like, did something happen? What changed? Like, you know, questioning a lot of questioning. So I've been trying to regulate my nervous system because I know that when like when I'm feeling something, I know I get that feeling in my body first. It's that anxious feeling. And I'm trying to like really do the thing where it's like, okay, is it how I'm feeling or is it just me overthinking? Because a lot of the times we have these like feelings where like, oh, this could happen, that could happen, this could go wrong, this could go wrong, and you know, just a lot of things. You can think of all the ways something can go wrong, but I've been trying to think of like, okay, what if it goes right though? Like, I'm trying to stop taking my past and projecting it onto the future. Like, I've noticed I do that a lot. I'll look at things that happened to me in the past and I'm like, yeah, this person did this, or they acted like this, or this happened, and this, like looking for the pattern of basically trying to see the pattern of how you're gonna hurt me, or if you're going to hurt me. Like, I'm trying to see it before it happens, and it's just like, girl, like, oh my god. That is so exhausting. It really is so freaking exhausting. And I had to tell myself, I'm like, okay, sometimes I have to remind myself, okay, just calm down. If it happens, it happens, and there's nothing I can do about it. And I know that if it does happen, I can get through it because I've gotten through things that have hurt me before. Like, it's not the end of the world. I mean, yes, you might want something to, like, you know, be a certain way or stay a certain way, but sometimes it just can't. But also, things can stay that way, and things can be good, and things don't always have to go wrong, and that's okay. And it's hard. I'm like having a hard time trying to like not live with that, but like really just, yeah, live with it. Like, yeah, I don't know a better word. But yeah, just trying to live with that feeling of like, if something does go wrong, deal with it later. Not right now, because nothing's wrong right now. Like, nothing's happening right now for me to be like this. I'm just putting all these things into my head. The song I keep hearing in my head is Getting in the Way by Jill Scott. Like, I keep hearing that one part. You're getting in the way of what I'm feeling. Yeah, that part. I don't know. I think like the universe sometimes speaks to me through songs and stuff like that. And I've noticed that. So like when that happens, I just be like, okay, what am I feeling right now? What's happening? And I try to see how this kind of resonates with me or whatever. But the only thing that's getting in the way of what I'm feeling is my thoughts. Like, I could be feeling good. Like, if I just think about a situation, okay, this is good. Like, everything's fine. Like, literally, there's nothing to worry about. Sometimes there were things to worry about, and I was trying to fight against that feeling. Now, that's different. But when nothing's actually happening, I find ways to see how something can happen. And I'm like, okay, girl, whoa, just enjoy this feeling. Just enjoy the feeling. Like, just enjoy the right now. Why are we looking for what's gonna happen in the future? Why are we trying to prepare ourselves for something that might not even happen? Like, and also too, I know that when you keep thinking of situations and scenarios and stuff, you can manifest that into your life. So you can manifest what you're scared of happening because you're literally thinking of all the scenarios of how things can go wrong or how things can be happening, you know? I've just been trying to be more mindful and try to keep my nervous system more regulated, like just in general. Not even like with this book, but literally just in general. Like sometimes I get frustrated, like, oh my gosh, if I when I'm frustrated or feeling stressed out, I notice I pain stim, and that is literally like just hurting yourself, like, and not even intentionally. Like I remember when I was younger, I would get so frustrated or like so overwhelmed that I would literally take my nails and dig them into my skin. Like I would literally like, oh, it was so bad. Like I would literally pull at my skin and scratch my skin. That kind of felt good. Sorry, my face is a little itchy. I didn't realize. I don't know. I literally just realized that. I was like, I've been doing this since I was younger. Like I would literally do that, and that would hurt so bad that I would forget about the other thing I was feeling. Like I don't know. It was weird to see. But I would do that and I'm just be like, wow, that hurt. And then I would just forget about what I was upset about. Like, I feel like I'll get calm. Like, that's kind of what it is. Like, you know how in movies when people are like, doing too much and they're being anxious and they're like, you know, and the person just comes to slap shit out of them, then they're fine. All of a sudden, they're not even thinking about what they were thinking about before. They're just thinking about, wow, you just slapped shit out of me. So that's kind of how it is for me. But I'm trying to find different ways to pain stim without scratching the shit out of myself. I don't do that anymore. But that was something I did remember that I did. One thing I do a lot, like if I'm sitting at my desk and I'm stressed out, I take my fist and I hit it on the desk really fucking hard. Like, it is really crazy. And I'm like, I do that like 3 or 4 times and then I just be like, oh, that hurt. Like, and then I get over it. It's not that I get over it, but it's more like, I'm distracted. So, yeah. I think I asked on TikTok, I was like, guys, like, what's another alternative? Because this is getting outrageous. Somebody was like, take a comb. And I remember I used to take the combs and do like that too. Like, put the little teeth part of your comb in your hand and squeeze it. And that one eats. Another one, somebody said it was this ball that you could use. And it got like little pointy things in it. You know how you squeeze like a stress ball? But the stress ball has like pointy stuff in it. So when you squeeze a little hard, you feel it. It like pokes at you. Not like enough to stab you or something. I don't think so, at least. But just enough to do a little something, you know? But yeah. Trying to regulate my nervous system, because when I get like that too, that is another thing I can't, like, sometimes it's hard for me to really just like stop. I don't even know how to explain it, like what the word is I'm looking for, but I can't just, you know, it's like, okay, I'm trying to find a way to get like that without having to hurt myself. And that sounds weird, but yeah. I mean, it happens, man. So that is just really trying to regulate my nervous system, but also regulating it so that I can differentiate the difference between my intuition and how, if it's like anxiety, like, cause I know when I'm like, the intuition is when I'm like, when I feel something, like, I don't know how to explain that, but it's like a feeling I get where I'm like, I know that I should listen to that. But it's a feeling I get when I'm anxious, and sometimes they feel the same. I don't know how to explain that. It's not that they feel the same, but it's like, I don't know how to explain that. I don't know, but I'm trying to regulate it so I can be to discern better, like know which one's which, and be like, okay, this is this. I'm feeling this because this is this. Or I'm feeling this because this is this. Like, I'm feeling like this because there's something I know, like deep down I know that there's something, you know. Or I'm feeling like this because there's something that happened in the past that's making me feel like this now, and it's just anxiety and I'm overanalyzing it. Like, trying to do that so that, I don't know, I just need to get better at it so I'm not stressing out all the time, because that's not fun and I don't want to do that anymore. I don't know, man. Dating really gives me the anxiety. Like, it's crazy. Like, every time I start talking to somebody, like, and this is the crazy part with the avoidant attachment, when something don't feel right as in like it's my intuition, but don't feel right as in like I'm getting anxiety, like, I don't like this feeling, I'm gonna run. Like, I would rather not deal with that. Too much for my life, but it's like I can't keep running. I need to deal with this so that when I do get what I'm asking for, when that does come, I don't lose it because I'm too scared, you know? Like, running away from something that is for you and that's good. I don't want to do that. So I'm like, okay, I need to know. I need to discern better so that I don't lose something I've been asking for, you know? And also, too, how you gonna ask for something if you can't even handle it? Like, I was realizing that earlier. I was thinking about, I was like, oh, universe, I want this kind of person. I was like, oh, I want them to be like, you know, very out there, like people know them, and like, they have like a whole bunch of creative hobbies and stuff that they like, and they're very outgoing and very, you know, free spirited and stuff. And then when that person comes into my life, I'm being insecure because it's like, oh, well, they have more friends, or like they know a lot of people, or like they could be with this person instead, or why would you ask for that person if you're not ready? Like, I don't know, man. And I'm like, I do want that kind of person because I'm the same way, which is crazy. It makes me feel weird because they have the traits that I have, but how are you insecure about the fact that they have the same traits as you? I don't know. For me, it's just like they could probably be doing stuff with other people, or like they'll probably, I don't know, I'm basically scared of like somebody hurting me. That's basically what it is. I don't know. I don't trust people, so I'm working on that too, though. I can't just go through life not trusting people, so I'm working on that. But yeah, dating really just, it gives me the anxiety. It makes me feel like, is this something I really want? Like, I always have to ask myself, like, when I start dating, then I'm like, I don't know. Do I actually want to do this? Like, can I just be okay with, like, having friends and just living life, like, with a whole bunch of friends? Like, it's so weird. Like, I don't know. Also, another thing I've been learning, too, like, is being more open and trying to be vulnerable. Like, talking to this one person, and he's very open. Like, he's very honest about his life and, like, and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I like that in a person. Like, that's great. But I'm scared to share anything or share too much. And you're like, I don't want this kind of person in my life. And it's not even nothing bad. It'll be like, oh, when I was younger, this happened. My family was like this. And I'm like, what if they think that I'm like that too? And they don't want to be with me, or they want to talk to me. And it's just like, oh God, it's too much to worry about. It really is. Because it's just like, I mean, it's my past. It's my life. It happened. I can't control that. Like, you know, these are the cards we were dealt. But the crazy part is too, they also had a lot that happened to them in life. So it's like, how could I be judged? And he doesn't. So I don't know. I just be worried about stuff for no reason. So I don't know. But it's just nice to be able to have somebody honest. I like that. I'm like, damn, this is the kind of person I asked for to come in my life. Like, it doesn't matter if it was romantic or like as a friend, but it was like, this is what I need. I just be scared to be vulnerable. Like, I feel like if I share too much, or if I say too much, or if I am too open, people are going to be like, oh, that's too much. I don't like that. And I don't know why I feel like that. Like, I don't think anybody has ever done that to me for real. Like, romantically at least. I mean, family-wise, that's another story. Damn, a lot of the feelings I be getting, okay, sometimes yes, it'd be, I would say 60-40. 40% dating, 60% family. Like, things I've dealt with my family are the reason why I feel like a certain way, like with the disorganized attachment. That started in family life. Like, I remember when I was younger, or when I would be like if, let's say I did something and I love giving hugs, whatever, and I love affection, so I'll try to give my parents a hug or something. I remember them being like, you did blah blah blah, so I shouldn't even be doing this, giving this to you or whatever. I shouldn't, you know, like, you're upset with me, so you're gonna take away your affection? I'm sorry, like, what the fuck? But no, like, just noticing things like that in your life and like, damn, that's why I'm feeling like this. Like, love felt conditional in my household growing up. So yeah, I am gonna feel like love is conditional. Like, it's gonna be, I have to do these things, or have to be like this, or if I'm not like this, or if I do too much of this, or if I'm doing a little bit too less of this, or I'm not this, or if I act like that, then someone's gonna, you know, just thinking about all that. Like, someone's like, I don't know. And the crazy part is, like, am I scared of being abandoned? I hate to open up and then be abandoned. That's really the problem, honestly. I don't mind being alone. Like, I like being by myself. That's why I run away, because it's easier to be by yourself. But I know I want love, like, but I have to really do these emotions so I can stop feeling like this when I do get in love, or whatever you want to call it, so that I can be able to know what is actually it and what is it, like, what it's not, you know? I don't know if that's made any freaking sense at all. At all. When it comes to being too open, I get scared that somebody will also use that against me. That is another thing that I have dealt with. Like, stuff being thrown back in my face, and not even really like in relationships. That one had to do with like family too. I'm like, damn, like, a bitch can't even like, you would think like, okay, I've dealt with this, and I've worked through this, and I'm getting better at, you know, something. I'm trying to be better at this. But it's like, keeps getting thrown back in your face. Like, god damn it. It's annoying. And I read this one post where it's like, you can't grow in an environment that you, what's the word? I don't know what it is, but basically saying like let's say you're trying to be a content creator or whatever or something like that, and your family, they're more like traditional. They don't really like, they don't do stuff like that. They don't put their whole life on the internet and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that's what you do, but like they don't do stuff like that. So you being around with your camera and recording everything to them might feel weird, and then you might feel weird like, I shouldn't be doing this, or I don't like how it feels to do this in front of them, so I'm just not. So you're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna move out, or I'm only gonna record in places where I don't, you know, where I'm not around them, so I can feel more comfortable. That's basically what it is. Yeah, I had to be like, I don't feel comfortable, so I need to be somewhere where I feel comfortable so I can be comfortable and I can grow without, you know, having certain things thrown back at me. It's, you know, it's just because it won't help. It doesn't help. The only other thing is like trying to find what I want to do career-wise as somebody who loves so many things. Like, I don't know, moving back here, it's been very inspiring to see people do so many things, like music, people who create music, like artists in that kind of sense, people who actually make like actual art, like I don't know, it's just so many different things, like people in film, like making their own short films and stuff like that, people making music videos and stuff. I'm like, this is cool. Like, people are actually doing these things. You don't have to be to a certain status or anything. You're just doing it because you love it. Like, this is what you love, and they're doing it fuck it, they're doing it, and they're like, you know, they're doing it, and that's inspiring. I'm like, okay, well, what do I like to do? I had to ask myself, what do I like to do? And what do I want to put my time into? It's a lot of things I like to do though. So that's the hard part for me. Trying to figure out how to spread myself out, I guess. I don't know. I have so many hobbies that I like, and then I have so many things that I like in general. Like, I love film. I love to learn about cinematography. I love writing. I love learning in general. I like clothes. So I have my sewing machine. I can make clothes. I like music, so I have stuff to make music and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I have so many things. I have a lot, and there's a lot of things. I have a lot of things that I can do. So I'm like, okay, how can I do this? So basically, trying to plan and put together like a system that will work for me. Like, when it comes to making videos and stuff, I'm like, okay, well, 1 week I can create all the videos. The next week I can edit all the videos. And then the next week I can put up all the videos. Like, I'm trying to create something that works for me. Also too, I'm not trying, at the same time, trying not to get burned out, because when I get burned out, I'll be out of commission for like 2 weeks, and I can't keep doing that. So I have to find time to rest in between and not do too much resting, you know? So having a good balance of working and resting and playing and working, you know? It has to be a good balance of work and play. But yeah, it's this one person I'm like friends with, or like that we're like, I'm becoming friends with or whatever, and they're just so inspiring. Like, they made me get my sewing machine back out. I was like, you know what, let me bring it out. And then I met this one girl, she likes writing, like she's an English tutor. So I'm like, I know you like literature, clearly, because if you're tutoring English, you gotta like literature, and I love literature. So having people who like to do different things and can do different things, that's another thing too. I'm just trying to network and make friends, and, you know, talk to people who do things that I'm interested in, so I can learn from them, and also to see if we can work together when I have, you know, when I come to a certain point when it comes to things or whatever. But I don't know, I was at one point I was really feeling like, dang, like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to get to the next point. Like, I don't know. But honestly, I honestly just need to see what I like, make a plan, and do things. Like, test it, trial and error, and that's what I need. I just gotta do it. So that's what I'm doing. It's a lot. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot to take in, but it's gonna be fun. Like, honestly, I could never be bored because I have so much to do. Like, it's crazy. It really is. But yeah, working out a system so that I can be to start putting out what I want. Like, I was afraid of being seen at some point, but I can't be afraid of being seen when it's like, girl, this is what you want to do. Like, you got to put yourself out there. So I'm trying to put myself out there. So yeah, I think that's all the tea, guys. Like, that's really it. If you're feeling any way, if you resonated with anything, let me know in the comments, because sometimes we get in points in life, I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't get this, like, or it just feels like a lot. Like, just let me know how you feeling in the comments, because It's definitely okay to feel like this. If you're feeling any of the things that I was just saying, it's definitely okay to feel like this. We just have to work through it, okay? We just have to work through it. You have to feel those emotions, even though that's not gonna be fun. Feeling them is gonna be better than feeling whatever you're feeling. Like, would you rather just get through the emotions and see where these things stem from and how they show up in your life and why they show up in your life so much? Or would you rather look at everything and keep over analyzing and under analyzing and overlooking things and underlooking things and just being like, okay, I don't know what's going on, and then nothing happens because you don't know what's going on? I would rather just work through it, honestly, because if I keep asking the universe for these things, I have to be able to handle the things that I'm asking for. And if you're going to move into a different stage in your life, you have to work through the old stuff so that you don't take that into the new stage, because that can mess up some things that you've been asking for. And I absolutely do not want to deal with that. So yeah, we're going to regulate that nervous system and we're going to work through those things. If you got to pull out a journal and you got to write some stuff down, do that. If you got to pull out your phone and you got to talk to the freaking voice notes, do that. If you got to freaking, I don't know, like, oh my gosh, it was a full moon the other day. I wrote how I was feeling down. Even if it's like, it sounds like bad or mean or whatever, I was writing it down. I don't care. I was like, I hate this person because blah, 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 blah. And then I burned the papers. I wrote one for myself about like affirmations, and I burned the papers. And I felt good. It felt like a release. Like, sometimes you really do just need to release things energetically, and then you can do it by working through it emotionally, honestly. But that's tea. This was a great sleepover. I'm sorry, I know I talked the whole time. Next time you can talk to me. But actually, you can talk to me in the comments. So you should go ahead and talk to me in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, come back for the next sleepover, because we'll be doing them a lot. Like, who doesn't love a good slumber party? Until next time though, I'm gonna need my teddy bear back. Okay, girl. Have a great night.